Some of these homes look perfectly normal. Some of them are actually beautiful, until you really look at the floor plans. In today's video, which by the way is a new format, I went onto Rightmove to find decently sized family homes, around 100 square meters or so, and honestly, I felt shocked. From the photos, they all looked fine, but when I studied the floor plans, I realized there were 34 mistakes hidden in just 5 floor plans. These aren't issues with furniture or decor, they are planned mistakes in plain sight. The kind of flaws that make your life harder day after day, really, no matter how you style your home. Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Lorenzo Sentioni, the Italian architect based in London and founder of Sentioni Architects. Today I want to show you how even family homes that look fine on paper can hide major design issues. So in this video we're not reacting to the style, furniture or let's say paint colors, just the plans themselves, how they flow, how they function and how they feel to live in. Ready? Let's dive in. Okay, so let's start with the first one, okay? So first of all, the number one mistake I see in here is the entrance, right? So it feels really weird to me because it's very boxed in. So once you get in, I don't quite understand what that is. It's probably a window, but what's the point of boxing in the whole thing? For example, this entrance could just stop in here, right? And you could have the door opening up that way. So I classify this one here as mistake number 1. Then let's have a look at what else we've got. This staircase in here feels a bit small to me. I don't know, I think the minimum you can have here is 800 millimeters, but I doubt it is 800 millimeters. It looks like 600 to me. And also the location is weird as well. I will probably move the whole staircase a bit further down here so that you don't have this long entrance hallway and you have basically the steps right in front of you. I think that will make the plan better. So that would be mistake number 2. Now let's have a look. What is this? What is this? Really, I don't understand. Because you've got kitchen in here, which also feels a bit weird because you've got the counter on the right and probably the fridge on the other side. That doesn't really make sense to me. I'll probably put the fridge in here if anything. But what is this room over here, which basically links the reception room to the back garden? I don't know, it feels waste of space. Why not making it? You either make the kitchen larger or basically you make a small kitchen on this side and this one becomes an extension of the living room as well. Yeah, feels weird. That's mistake number 3 in here. Again, I don't quite understand why the bathroom is beyond the kitchen. I found this to be a very common layout in London, at least for family homes, but it does feel weird to me. I don't really understand what's the point of having the bathroom facing the back garden as opposed to having your living room. So it's really weird, and I will classify this one as mistake number 4. Now, mistake number 5, which is really connected to mistake number 4, is the bathroom. So actually, mistake number 4 is this room in between the bathroom and the kitchen. Yeah, I understand it's storage space, but it feels really forced to be in that location. Yeah, it's weird. Number 5 would be the bathroom facing the rear garden as opposed to the living room. That makes it really weird to me. So let's move to the first floor. On the first floor, I can see 2 key mistakes in here. Number 1 would be the size of the bedrooms. I quite understand. I mean, this one is decent. So 3.7 meters for times 3.2, that's fine. That's probably shy of 10 square meters, which is fine. But what about this one? Is too small, and that one there too. So I'll probably make mistake number 6, the size of the bedroom. This is more likely to be a 2-bedroom family home as opposed to 3-bedroom, right? Also, the other mistakes and last mistakes really is number 7, which is effectively the fact that you don't have any shower or bathtub on the first floor. So imagine that you sleep in here, you want to, I don't know, not sleeping. Imagine you live in here, then you want to have a shower. You need to go all the way down, cross the reception room, the kitchen, and then in the bathroom over here. Oh my God. Right. It's weird, isn't it? The loft room is fine. I think it's obviously all of this area here is reduced height, but I think it's quite decent to have a loft room as well. Right, so for this first family homes, we have identified 7 mistakes. Let's see the next one. Okay, so number 2, let's have a look at what we've got here. Okay, this is a 2-story family home as opposed to 3 stories like the previous one. I think it's better than the previous one actually. Let's have a look what we can find. So that's number 1 mistake. There you go. I don't like this type of kitchens. I don't really understand what's the point of having a U-shaped kitchen that doesn't allow you to have any space for dining. So effectively you cook in here and then you need to find space for a table somewhere here, which is already a very constrained plan, isn't it? So that would be mistake number 1. Let me just delete that. Okay. Now this helical stairs is interesting, but yeah, I want to put it as a mistake. And that doesn't necessarily sound like a mistake, but it's probably the only way to reach level 1 because of the extremely tight floor plan. So effectively it's an afterthought, right? And it could be a mistake. It's also slightly, less safe than normal steps. So that would be number 2. Now, if we move upstairs, I can already identify this one here. Oh, in the camera. I already identified this one here as a mistake because what is this? How can you have bedroom shaped in this way? That's terrible. Number 3. Number 4 will be the bathroom, because you only have 1 bathroom with 2 bedrooms. I understand that, but the problem is the fact that it looks very constrained to me. Also, it's accessible through this sort of entrance in here. You got some storage, that's okay, but I feel like it's a bit too big. I mean, I don't know whether you need this storage. Probably the bathroom could finish here and you could gain more space for this bedroom, right? So I classify this as a mistake, I'm sorry. Yeah, so that will be 4 mistakes on this one here. Number 3 now. Let's have a look at this 3 stories family home. Okay, so number 1 will be this very long hallway. As you can see, it's very hard for light to come all the way to the middle of the floor plan. So to me, that doesn't make any sense. It's way too long. I mean, I appreciate this entrance hallway in here, this part over here, because you can put your welly boots and hanging clothes, but I don't really understand why it's that long. So unless there are considerations with regards to fire safety, I really consider this as a mistake. Then let's have a look. Number 2 will be basically this central area over here, and especially the way this quite useless toilet extrude from the line given by the main hallway wall. So all of this is effectively impacting the amount of daylight that reaches the center of the floor plan. So that would be really mistake number 2. Let me just cancel all of that so it's clearer for you. That is mistake 2. Now, the kitchen itself is very strange, isn't it? It's an L-shaped kitchen. There's a small storage area in here, but I really don't understand the way this works, because why would you have the kitchen facing the rear garden, similar to the first property I show you? So that would be mistake number 3. Also, there are no windows in here nor there, and I know that many of my clients really like windows just below the sink, not below, yeah, at the back of the sink, to look outside when you wash your dishes. So that really, it's a mistake for me. So if we move on the first floor, I can already see that this bedroom is quite disproportionate compared to the other ones. So I would say, I mean, it's fine that it's a large bedroom, but because you've got 2 ensuite, this is not ensuite, you got an ensuite in here. I think probably what we should do here is to swap these bathrooms so that this one becomes an ensuite, which is accessible from here, and this one is accessible from from the corridor in here, which I think is probably better. So then you don't have this door in there and you gain a bit of space in this bedroom. However, this is a very strange, strangely shaped bedroom, isn't it? Anyway, the mistakes for me are disproportionate bedrooms, number 4, and number 5 is the location of the toilets, really. One should be an ensuite and the other one should be a normal bathroom, so I think this is basically swapped, should be the opposite. Now, if you move to the second floor now, I see 2 big mistakes in here. One is extremely irregular shape of this bedroom. Come on. I mean, it's very tiny and it's a very strange shape. So that would be mistake number 6. And the other one would be the eaves, because the eaves obviously are not full height. You know, the floor to ceiling height is very tiny because obviously it's below the roof. So while it's not a mistake per se, don't get fooled by the floor plan because it looks massive, but effectively all you can do in there is just storage small items and be careful not hitting your head. So that would be number 7, right? Yeah, unless you find something else, let me know in the comments below, but I think that would be it for this one here. Okay, let's have a look now at number 4. Right, so this one here, immediately I spot 2 mistakes. So one, it's again very, very long entrance hallway corridor. So that will be number 1. You see how long it is from here all the way down to there. There will be no light because if these doors are shut, there will be no light in there. Number 2 is this very strange storage space. Why would you have it in there? I mean, you could have much better solution in there. Potentially even some sort of seating. Maybe you have, you know, a nice shelf, a plant in here, some sort of small seating. I don't know, I just don't like boxed in storage space in there, really. The other mistakes I see, and that's obviously a remnant of the old chimney, you know, flutes, is this one's here, and the fact that you've got a window right in front of it, which then creates this very strange space where, you know, what are you going to do in there, really? I just don't know. So I really think this is a mistake anyway. Yeah, that would be number 3. Number 4 is how small this bedroom is. I mean, come on. You also have some sort of structure here, which makes, again, impossible to fully utilize the 4 walls. I find this to be very small. Quite strange as well, the fact that you've got a very tiny reception as well, which is then number 5. I mean, you can probably lose a bedroom in there. I know that this is quite unorthodox to do, but if you lose this bedroom, you'll have a much better reception dining room in here, isn't it? Now I see another 2 mistakes. One is, which is number 6, is the shape of this kitchen. Oh my god, look at it. What are you gonna do? So you cook in here and then you wash in there, and then what's this? Doesn't look like a fridge. You could have a fridge in there, but it would look very strange anyways. And number 7 is also how strange is the shape of this toilet. Super tiny. Look, when you enter, you can see already the hand washing basin. Then I don't even know if this is, you know, compliant to building regulation. It doesn't look like. And then this pinch point over here is extremely tight as well. Yeah, so I don't really know. And it's very strange. And together with this, so still number 7, I think is this storage space in here. I don't quite understand where it's coming from. Why? And also it's accessible only from the outside, which makes it really, really strange. I don't know. So on this one, we found 7 mistakes. Again, unless you find something else. Oh, there you go. Another chimney remnant in there. Nope. Right, last but not least, these 2 stories townhouse that I found. So let's have a look at the numerous mistakes in here. So number 1 will be the entrance hallway. Very, very tight. Very tight, isn't it? Look at the swing of the doors. Effectively, you can't put anything in here because you've got the door opening up, and also because it's where basically the stairs starts. And then you got, no, that's terrible. There's no space in here. No, number 1 would be this one here. Number 2 is this disproportionately large storage space. Don't really understand why it's sticking out from this wall. Effectively could have been flush with this wall like that, you know, with the doors opening up this way. I just don't get it. Why it's so big compared to effectively compared to the footprint of the building is a massive room, isn't it? And number 3 will be, as a result of all of this, then the shape of this reception room. Because look, you can't put anything in there. Let me just cancel all of that. So that was mistake number 2. Effectively, if you look at this wall over here, you've got a door in here, you've got a strange kink in there, and another door, which is the entrance door in there. So forget about putting anything against this wall. Now you got a large window here, which is nice, but again, all you can do in here is put maybe a sofa or a dining table. And then you also have this chimney, which then allows you to utilize only this area and that one there, and then you've got another door in there. So honestly, I think the reception room, it's a big mistake in terms of the shape, isn't it? Then you've got 2 other mistakes in here. One is effectively the fact that, I know that British people love this, and that's fine, but the fact that you've got the WC in one room and then the bathtub and the washing basin on the other room, I don't know, it makes this quite strange. So I will probably classify this as a mistake. Also, you've got a window in here, which is, effectively is obstructed by this door. So I don't know how that works really. And number 5 will be the fact that you need to basically shape the kitchen with this weird angle, 45-degree angle, because otherwise you wouldn't get through to the door that leads to the garden. So how could this not be classified as a mistake? Also, the kitchen itself is a U-shaped kitchen, no space for dining table, which would obviously come in this room here, making the whole room much smaller than what it is. That would be number 5. So if we move upstairs, we've got 2 big mistakes. Number 1 is the total lack of toilets. No toilets. Why? Don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not the architect here. Or better, I'm the architect, but I haven't designed these homes. So number 6, no toilets. No toilet upstairs. Stairs. There you go. And then number 7 is most likely the fact that this bedroom is so tiny compared to the other 2. So this one is big, this one is large. What the hell? This one is small. So that would be mistake number 7. The problem here is that they're trying to basically force 3-bedroom into a plan that only allows for 2-bedroom. As simple as that. Can you find more than these 7 mistakes? If so, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching the whole video. If that's one thing that these plans prove, is that a home doesn't have to look wrong to feel wrong. Do you see what I mean? How you move, cook, rest and connect. In other words, the layout. That's what truly makes or breaks family life in these homes. If you enjoyed this new format, so myself as an architect reacting to floor plans, don't forget to hit like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. It really helps me grow this channel and will keep you in the loop for new forthcoming videos. Also, don't forget to hype the video itself, which I think is a new addition to YouTube, which is quite helpful. As I'm planning to react to different types of homes from all around the world, let me know in the comments below, what kind of home should I review next? Tiny apartments, luxury villas, suburban houses? I read every suggestion, so unleash your creativity and let me know below. And next time you see the perfect family home, please look at the floor plan and count how many mistakes you can find. Probably you'll spot even more than 35. Until the next one, ciao.